Alright, good morning, boys. What's up? I finally fixed the mic issue. Today is Friday, December 5th, right? Pretty simple trading day in my opinion. I told you guys earlier I am mainly trading Lucid and Tradeify, and that is not just because I'm sponsored. That is because I generally believe in these prop firms. You can see here, these are the Lucid fundings, 150Ks. For some reason, I bought 5. TradeSync didn't let me connect all of them today because I bought 2 of them today and it didn't update in time. So I did only trade 8 out of my 10 accounts. Kind of stupid of me, but whatever. As you can see here, total balance, I made 1,000 per eval. I need to make 9,000 in total. So it's going to be a fucking journey with you guys. I'm going to take these very slow. In the meantime, the Lucid accounts are back to life. You guys know I hit max loss on them yesterday. Thought they were gone. So I entered very light risk today and made 500. Kind of unfortunate because if I went normal risk, I would have made a little bit over $1,000. But pretty simple day. We're back at $1.4 thousand in drawdown. So these accounts are somewhat tradable now, right? $500 day on these. So I made around $2,500 actually trading today, right? Let's go over the trading day. For you guys who don't know this indicator, this is Ivan Trades indicator. I don't know how to use it. I'm kind of learning how he trades a little bit as well. He's a good friend of mine and he's a great trader, right? Do I trade his shit fully? No, but I'm learning, right? Let's get into the trading day, right? Here we go. All right, you draw your fib from top to the bottom to determine your buys, right? On the day, on the higher time frame, I'm obviously bullish. I'm extremely bullish, right? Scratch everything from start, right? I'm bullish on the trading day. Why am I bullish on the trading day? The higher time frame, nothing bearish about it. We are clearly in an uptrend, higher highs, lower lows, higher highs, lower lows. We're in a 4-hour gap right here. And we have these 4-hour highs resting above us, right? Let's get onto the 1-hour time frame. What do I see? What a lot of people might think was an inverse to the downside was just a retrace into OTE of the range. A lot of people ask for my fib settings. Don't do the negatives because I don't know how to use them that well yet. I'm learning standard deviation and you guys are going to learn that with me, I guess. But what I actually use is 0, 1, 0.705, 0.5, and 0.618. And those are going to be these 0.5, 0.618, 0.705. You want price to tap into 0.618 to 0.705 ideally, but EQ always works as well, right? So you can see we're in a 4-hour bullish gap while respecting OTE of the range. Like I told you guys, picture these as zones, right? So this is a zone right here, right? We tap that zone and then we bounce up to the upside. When do I go long? My targets are, let's get rid of this fib now, right? Because it's too many lines on the screen, it's confusing. We already know that we have a zone right here that price tapped into, right? What do I see? All right, we have London highs and we have true day open, which I already have drawn out for you guys, right here. So we know we have midnight open. What I tell you guys about midnight open? Midnight open is a great take profit level. Why is it a great take profit level? Midnight open is where a lot of these top tickers and bottom tickers try entering their trades off, right? So that is a great point to take your profits. It is a high likelihood area of reversal. London high, and we already swept London Asian low. Swept all of sell side, got into a premium, or sorry, discount of the range with midnight open and London high resting above us. Now, where do I enter my trade? I honestly got a very shit entry. I wanted to enter here at 925, but I was deadass rolling around in bed. I've been super lazy. I need to work on that. This is my original entry. So here and here. This is the trade I wanted to take, right? However, I was in bed, like I said, rolling around. When I actually logged into my computer, it was 9:30. So my fail was something like this. Basically, actually, this is the trade I took where I entered. But my fills were not the best whatsoever. So this is the actual trade I took, right? Pretty simple. This is not the trade I took on, like I said, Lucid and Tradeify. I got my code fixed. If you guys are use code ALE on Lucid, it is now code ALE, no longer the boof ass code. But if you can see here, all we're getting is displacements. Shit. Out of a 4-hour gap, 15-minute inverse at market open as well helped my bias. But I didn't really care. I don't really care for inverses like this. A lot of people are like, oh, we got a 15-minute inverse. But then we also have a 15-minute gap right here. So I don't care much about that inverse in hindsight. right? What I actually saw was a 3-minute fair value gap top, order block respect, and then a 5-minute displacement to the upside. And you enter off that to midnight open. Oh, in hindsight, I could have held to London highs. How the fuck was I supposed to know that the 9:30 candle was gonna rip 70 fucking points, right? It could have very well been a break even. So I'm happy with the profits I took here, right? Pretty happy with the profits I took. Not a bad trading day at all, in my opinion. Now, this is the trade I took on my XFAs with Lucid that made me $500 per account. So that was $2,000 day, right? The actual trade that I took on my evals is going to be these. Once again, you draw your fib from the leg that retraced to the downside to the final move to the upside. And you also have another 5-minute gap right here. What does price do? Taps into both. There's also a 5-minute gap up here. What does price do? Tap into both 5-minute gaps while respecting 0.705, and then gives us a displacement to the upside. I entered off this one. Stops below here, targeting this high. Did I actually take it to that high? No. You guys know I take profits at SMTs. Let's see what time price took this high. 9:49. Right. So I actually took profits right here. For around 45. It was more like 50 points. Right. So I technically took profits up here. I guess I got a lucky fill. I entered with one contract because I'm still experimenting this. Even on evals, I'm still experimenting trading with fibs. I'm relatively new to it, and I'm here to teach you guys while I'm doing it, right? But overall, pretty clean trading day. You could have just gone break even there instead of closing like I did, and you would be up a lot of money, right? But pretty simple day, honestly. I was really happy with it. It was a very simple continuation day. If you didn't take these shitty setups, something that I've been doing that's been helping me trading a lot recently, I don't know why I stuttered, was waiting for higher time frame ranges to be balanced. What does that mean? What is this? A high time frame range. I'm on the 15-minute time frame, right? Which is also an hourly range and a 4-hour range. I wait for it to be balanced, meaning we're actually in 0.5 of the range. And then from there, get rid of this shit. We start pushing higher to these external draws on liquidity, right? How does price move? Internal to external. What does that mean? Shit, sorry. Meaning internal, we come into a gap. External, we like take out these highs, sorry. Internal, back into a gap or some sort of equilibrium of a range, and then external, back to these highs. And then what's it gonna do? Internal, external, internal. Internal can be one of two things. Internal can be a gap fill, or it could be a equilibrium fill. Right, so imagine like that. So it's either filling equilibrium or it's filling a gap in the market, right? An imbalance. And in a sense, equilibrium is an imbalance because there's not enough orders being filled at that area in the range, right? Besides that, let's see what else other trades you could have taken. I really like this trade right here. I'll show you guys. 5-minute time frame, 1-minute displacement to the upside right here. Stops below the low. TP at this internal high. Could have closed early after that SMT, whatever you wanted to do. But it was overall a pretty simple trading day. And honestly, if you guys lost today, there's nothing wrong with that. You guys know when I make these TikToks, these videos saying, oh, here's why you lost today. I'm trying to help you guys out. I'm not saying you shouldn't have lost. I lose a lot in the market, and so should you. Losing is completely normal. Everyone on social media hides their losses. I promise you. I know most people in the industry, a lot, or not most people. I know the smaller creators in the industry, and most of them are lying to you, right? So please keep that in mind when you're blowing your fundeds, when you're blowing your accounts. Why do you think traders like me that are consistently making $20,000, $30,000 a month off prop firms still trade evals? Because we blow our accounts. We cycle prop firms. I don't cycle prop firms on purpose. A lot of people say they go to 4 payouts and then blow their shit on purpose. I'm not going to lie. I will usually take 1 to 3 payouts from an account before I go on a small losing streak and end up blowing them. Because you have to realize that when you take a payout, your buffer is always going to be low. Your account is going to be at its weakest right after you take a payout. You're going to feel on top of the world when you take a payout. You're like, oh my God, I just took a $5,000 payout, whatever it is in your side, right? I just took a $10,000 payout like a few days ago with Tradify, and my accounts were essentially like 2 trades from being blown because they had no buffer, right? So I did end up blowing them because they had no buffer. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys, is that your accounts are the most vulnerable when you take a payout. So be careful with that, right? If you guys have any questions about these trades or anything, feel free to join the free Discord, ask there, ask in the comments. I will be there to answer. I will leave the link to all the prop firms I use and all my utilities, which is essentially my YouTube and a free Discord in the bio. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you boys tomorrow. Peace out.